Okay, this is a video. I'm gonna try recording my voice this time. This is a challenge my friends in my team Swedish Aggrons came up with. Basically, it's a rankings challenge. You take the ranking of a Pokemon from Pvpoke and you add up the numbers. If it's ranked at 12, that's the points you get. We haven't really figured out how we're going to count Elo. We figure we're subtracting if it's below 2500 Elo and adding some points if it's above 2500. But one of my teammates said it's only a challenge if you go above 500, so I picked 3 Pokemon above 500 to try this out with. This is the first game I tried it. No, it's not the first game I tried it, but it's the first game of my first successful set with this team. I have 2 rather bulky Pokemon and 1 glass cannon. As you're going to see, Chandelure is it takes a lot of damage even from charm that it's resisting. I almost switched out Chandelure from this team, but I figured I'd try another set, and this set I was successful. This first match didn't go all that well. You can't expect to win every game with a team like this. But I was successful, and you're going to see some winning games later on. I had the Kingdra here. It's really the MVP of the team, but against the Charmer, it's not that useful. I get really close here, as you will see though. I land the Octazooka, and I'm trying to go for a second Octazooka, but my opponent doesn't take any chances and fires and disarming voice against me. So we're gonna see my picks here and the rankings right now. First I picked Chandelure. Like I said, it's a little too glassy, but it did do some nice things. You're going to see that soon. And at rank 510 we have Alomomola, a classic from the Love Cup, but it isn't used elsewhere. I didn't pick Blizzard because I wanted one move that was a little bit faster than Hydro Pump and Blizzard. And then we have Kingdra. I don't know why it's ranked 518, but there we are. It's really good. Now we're going into the second game of the set. And here we have Kingdra against Dragonite. It's a really all you can ask for. It's a good lead. If they stayed in, I would have dragged them down. But when they switched to Lickitung, I was a little confused as to what to do. But I figured I'd throw an Outrage. I almost hesitated and changed my mind. I thought they were going to shield, but they didn't, so I'm happy about that. And then I switched out to Chandelure because the charge moves from Lickitung doesn't do anything about Chandelure, to Chandelure. The licks do though, but it's gone already. So the Chandelure is just going to it's going to disappear here. It's going to throw a charge move at least against the Dragonite, and that will get us a shield, but after that it doesn't do anything more. But I have realigned. I have my dragon against his dragon. That's very good. So I'm just hoping there's something that my 2 Pokemon can beat in the back. And it is. It's a Napoleon. If I hadn't managed to debuff them here and got the shield, I don't know if I would have won this game. But, oh, they didn't shield actually, but I did still win this game. Spoilers. Their attack is debuffed, and against the very, very bulky Alomomola, Drill Peck does nothing. So I just keep going. I'm going to throw the Psychic right away, just to remove all hopes they have of switching out. Maybe they could have used their shield here, but I don't think it would have been enough. They tried to save their shield for their Dragonite instead, and honestly it's a pretty good move because my Alomomola doesn't do super effective damage. It actually does not very effective damage, but it still does some damage and still had some bulk, so my Kingdra can just Dragon Breath it down. And we have a win. And here we face off against Kaiser Nadan. I don't know how you say that name, but I have faced this trainer before. It's a really good player from Spain, I think. And now we see a matchup that Chandelure does like to go into. I managed to just get my flame charge away thrown here on CMP, and that was very important because I can just go for another Incinerate and completely remove the Charge Above from the equation. Here my opponent should have thrown the Mud Bomb right away because I get to the Shadow Ball and they have to shield or their Wish Cache is gone. So they shield and I let them take me down. Then I figured there might be another electric type or something in the back, so I thought my Alomomola was better to go into the Wish Cache than my Kingdra. And they didn't have an electric type, but they did have a grass type, so I did the right thing. Here I think they're 2 Wine Whips away from their next Frenzy Plant, so I just throw my Outrage right away to get rid of the Venusaur. And from here the Wish Cache doesn't have much of a chance. The Mud Bombs, I need to be hit by several Mud Bombs for it to work on both my Pokemon, and the Scalds are resisted by both my Pokemon. So the Wish Cache is not enjoying its time here. Of course it does take a while, but they surrender. This is the next game. A Kingdra into a Azumarill, and this is a really bad thing for me to see here. My whole team gets destroyed by Azumarill. Even if it doesn't have Hydro Pump, my Chandelure is too frail, so the bubbles will do the work. And they actually don't seem to have the Hydro Pump. But as you're going to see, this hill is too much of a climb for this team. But I'm gonna try anyway. I had 2 wins already and wanted to do whatever I could to recover from this. I throw the Psychic, they don't shield as they shouldn't, and I get farmed down. The only positive thing here is that the Chandelure can just throw 1 Incinerate and Trevenant is gone, but I do have to shield up the Shadow Ball. The Chandelure goes into the Azumarill, of course, and I just try to do as much damage as I can. My only chance was if they didn't shield this Shadow Ball for some reason, but obviously they want to keep their Azumarill alive, so they shield it. Maybe I could have gone for another Shadow Ball here. I don't know if it would have helped though, I don't think so. As you see, the Ice Beam even takes out my Chandelure here. And I hoped that Outrage, being a very powerful move, could do enough damage here. But apparently it's not really enough. I have to shield here. They very wisely throw their Play Rough. If they would have gone for the Ice Beam, maybe there could have been a chance for me. But I try to do everything I can here. I throw the Octazooka to debuff them. I do even get the debuff, so their next Play Rough will not kill my Kingdra. But they still have 1 Pokemon left in the back, and Azumarill is still pretty healthy. They come in with the Stunfisk and it's just over. They hit me with the Rock Slide, and we're done. So I'm 2-2 into the last game, and I'm thinking, I'm hoping there's something I can beat. We faced against the trainer Bonna, Kingdra into Altaria. A very neutral lead, but I am going to get farmed down before they get farmed down if I don't land an Octazooka or an Outrage. So I throw the Octazooka, and I'm very lucky here. You have to be lucky to win with a team like this. Not only do they get the debuff, but I think they still can farm me down, but they can't. So my Kingdra takes down their Altaria without having to use any shields. His Skarmory, I figured it would be Skarmory Lantern when I saw the Skarmory. And I thought the only way I'm gonna win this is to use my Chandelure, build some energy and throw the Shadow Balls. And they didn't even shield the first one. So I'm very happy here. I think that I've won already, and I basically have. I farm down the Lantern, throw another Flame Charge. They have to shield it, and then I go into my Alomomola, and they go for the bait here. I don't fall for it. I don't think a Brave Bird even comes close to KOing Alomomola, and they see the writing on the wall. And that's it. That's how I beat 3 opponents in one set with a team that is not very good.